I'm Dr. Dale Wisely. I had recently had the opportunity to speak to parents in Vestavia, as I do every year, about teen driving, parenting the teenage driver. You know, it's still true that the #1 cause of death among teenagers is motor vehicle crashes. Those numbers have been rising. The sad truth is, if we're going to lose one of our children, God forbid, the most likely reason will be a motor vehicle crash. There are a number of things parents can do to address these issues. First, they need to really consider what kind of education kids get in this very complex life and death skill, which is driving. We can make sure that we maximize the learner's permit year. Make sure that's a full 12 months and pack in as much experience as we can give our kids in driving, because it's by driving that kids become better drivers. We also need to pay attention to having rules that are clear to our kids and be willing to back those up, even sometimes when it seems like our neighbors don't. Another thing that's important to do is consider a written parenting teen driving contract. That's essentially a document you put in front of a teenager with rules and consequences for breaking those rules. And a good place to look for that is parentingteendrivers.com. Lots of free contracts, though, on the web to look at. So let's just be aware of how dangerous this period is and make a plan for trying to make our kids safe. I suggest to parents that they really get familiar with Alabama's graduated license law. Most parents know this exists, but they don't know enough about it. It's a law that applies to all 16-year-olds, and it has to do with a curfew as part of that law, a limit on how many passengers a new driver can have. It also makes it clear that a 16-year-old driver cannot use a cell phone while they're driving. And there are other features of that law that are important to know. Do a little research on that. You can also look at parentingteendrivers.com for information about the graduated licensing law in Alabama.